What if losing a tooth was no longer permanent? No implants, no dentures, just growing a brand new natural tooth. In episode 2, we talked about how human trials had finally begun. But now, in 2025, the story has moved forward. This is Grow New Teeth. Episode 3. In our exploration of modern medicine's most profound frontiers, we've journeyed from foundational concepts to the very edge of what's possible. To fully appreciate the next leap forward, let's quickly recap the groundbreaking discoveries that brought us to this pivotal moment. We've delved into the intricate genetic blueprint that defines human biology, a code that holds not only the story of our past, but also the keys to our future. Within this code lie dormant capabilities, ancient pathways waiting to be reawakened. The story of tooth regeneration is a testament to this hidden potential, a narrative that challenges our fundamental understanding of healing and growth. It all began with a pivotal breakthrough from a team of dedicated scientists in Japan. Their research uncovered a remarkable fact: humans possess the latent ability to grow a third set of teeth. Deep within our jawbones, we carry dormant tooth buds, the very same embryonic cell clusters that form our baby and adult teeth. For most of our lives, these buds remain inactive, a silent echo of our developmental past. This discovery suggested that the capacity for dental regeneration isn't something we need to invent, but rather, something we need to unlock. The question was no longer if it was possible, but how nature had suppressed this incredible ability. The investigation led researchers to a single molecular culprit. These tooth buds are normally blocked by a protein called USAG1, which stands for uterine sensitization associated gene 1. This protein functions as a natural inhibitor, a biological off switch. It actively suppresses the critical signaling pathways, like BMP and WNT, that are essential for initiating tooth development. In essence, USAG1 acts as a gatekeeper, ensuring that once our adult teeth are in place, the developmental process comes to a complete halt. Its presence is the primary reason why, unlike some species in the animal kingdom, humans do not naturally regrow lost teeth. This understanding presented a clear and elegant therapeutic strategy. If that protein is stopped, tooth growth may restart naturally. The hypothesis was straightforward. By developing a treatment that could selectively target and neutralize the USAG1 protein, they could effectively remove the blockade. This would allow the dormant tooth buds to receive the developmental signals they were always meant to respond to, reawakening the genetic cascade that leads to the formation of a new, fully functional tooth. The solution wasn't about adding something new to the body, but about removing a single specific obstacle. In episode 2, we covered how this revolutionary discovery moved from successful animal trials to the precipice of real human clinical trials. After demonstrating safety and efficacy in mice and ferrets, animals whose dental structures share key similarities with our own, the research reached its most critical phase. The journey from a laboratory hypothesis to a potential therapy for human patients is long and rigorous, and this transition marked a monumental step. Now, the stage is set to see if this incredible promise can be translated into a reality for people suffering from tooth loss. For years, the prospect of regrowing teeth has been confined to the realm of scientific theory and preclinical studies. We've seen promising results in animal models, sparking hope and intense speculation worldwide. But the critical question has always remained: when will this technology make the leap from the laboratory to the clinic? Today we have a definitive answer. Here's the big update. The moment we have been anticipating has arrived. Human trials are no longer just an experiment. They are actively ongoing. This pivotal phase, known as Phase 1, has officially commenced at a leading medical institution, marking the first time this groundbreaking therapy is being evaluated in people. The treatment being tested is a targeted medicine designed to block the USAG1 protein safely inside the human body. This isn't a conventional drug in the traditional sense. It's a highly specific monoclonal antibody, a type of protein engineered to recognize and neutralize a single target with incredible precision. The USAG1 protein acts as a natural brake on tooth development, a handbrake that our bodies evolved for reasons we are still exploring. By binding to other crucial signaling molecules, it effectively halts the process. This antibody therapy is designed to release that brake. It intercepts USAG1, preventing it from interfering and thus allowing the body's inherent tooth generation pathways to reactivate. It's crucial to understand what this therapy is not. This is not gene editing. We are not altering the patient's DNA or making permanent changes to their genetic code. The treatment works with the existing genetic blueprint, simply removing a temporary obstacle. Furthermore, this is not surgery. There are no scalpels, no drills, and no invasive procedures to implant artificial materials. The therapy is administered systemically, likely through an intravenous infusion, allowing the antibody to circulate and find its target naturally. It's a biological signal blocker, allowing the body to do what it already knows how to do. Think of it as flipping a switch that has been turned off. The instructions, the potential, and the mechanism for growing teeth are already present within us, a latent ability from our earliest stages of development. This treatment simply creates the right biological environment for that natural process to resume, empowering the body to heal and regenerate itself in a way we've never been able to before. The current trials are focused on people who are missing teeth, especially those born with a condition where adult teeth never developed. These early trials are mainly about safety. Doctors are monitoring whether the drug causes side effects, and whether dormant tooth buds actually respond in humans. This step is critical. No shortcuts, no hype. In 2025, something important happened behind the scenes. The treatment received special medical recognition in Japan for rare dental conditions. This status is only given when a therapy shows serious potential and scientific credibility. It doesn't mean the treatment's available yet. But it does mean regulators believe this science is worth accelerating. Here's the simplest explanation. Humans don't lack the ability to grow new teeth. We lost the activation signal. The medicine being tested removes the biological lock that keeps extra teeth from growing. If the signal works, the dormant tooth bud wakes up and slowly develops into a real, living tooth, with nerves, roots, and enamel. You may have seen viral claims online, patches, gels, or quick fixes that promise instant tooth regrowth. Let's be clear, those claims are false. Real tooth regeneration is slow, biological, and tested under strict medical trials. There is no instant patch, no overnight miracle. So when could this become real for everyone? Based on current progress, 2025 to 2026, safety and early effectiveness data, 2027 to 2028, expanded trials on more patients, around 2030, possible public availability if all trials succeed. This is cautious science, not science fiction. If successful, this technology could change dentistry forever. No drilling for implants, no artificial replacements, just your own body restoring what was lost. It could reduce costs, pain, and long-term dental problems, especially for future generations. The journey from a groundbreaking discovery in a lab to a routine procedure in a dental clinic is a long and arduous one. It's a path paved with meticulous research, rigorous testing, and immense regulatory scrutiny. There are years of data to collect, potential side effects to rule out, and long-term safety profiles to establish. We must be patient, as science cannot be rushed. So, to be clear, a future where we can regrow our teeth isn't arriving tomorrow. We are not there yet. But for the first time in human history, growing new teeth is no longer impossible. For centuries, the loss of an adult tooth was a final, irreversible event. We've tried to solve it with everything from carved ivory replacements to rudimentary implants. The very concept of biological regeneration was confined to science fiction. Now, that fiction is slowly turning into fact. The fundamental biological locks that prevented tooth regrowth are being picked, one by one. The genetic pathways are being mapped, the protein signals are being understood. The wall that stood for millennia is finally showing cracks. This isn't a fringe theory or a hopeful hypothesis anymore. It's being tested, measured, and taken seriously by science. Right now, in controlled clinical environments, this treatment is being administered to human volunteers. Every dose is calculated, every reaction is documented, and every outcome is scrutinized by teams of dedicated professionals. This is the crucible of modern medicine, where potential is forged into proof. The data flowing from these trials will determine the future of this technology, shaping the protocols and ensuring its safety and efficacy for the wider population.
This brings the conversation from the lab to our own lives. Imagine a world where the fear of losing a tooth is replaced by the knowledge that a natural replacement can be grown. It's a profound shift. But with any new medical frontier, there are questions of access, cost, and personal choice. Would you try this treatment if it becomes available? What are your hopes or concerns? Comment below.
Your thoughts are a vital part of this ongoing story. The future of science isn't just shaped in a laboratory, it's also shaped by public conversation and the human element. And if you want more real science updates like this, explorations into the technologies that will define our future, subscribe, like, and stay curious. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the future of dentistry. This was Grow New Teeth, Episode 3.